What's up, guys? My name is Renegade, and welcome to RGR. Today, I will be reviewing and rating. Alright, we're talking about MX versus ATV Unleashed. Now, anybody that's getting a little older, like me, 25 to 35, this is a game we grew up on. Back when we were still wet in the bed, this is a classic game, and if you have not tried it yet, you definitely need to. We all grew up, this is one of our first dirt bike games. MX Unleashed, probably the first one I remember playing. But these are just classic games, and I think I'm gonna probably review all the MX versus ATV games. So let me know if you want that, and maybe MX Unleashed. I don't know, but these are just playing this again gave me some much needed nostalgia that I was looking for. Let's get into these ratings. We have gameplay. This game still felt amazing. Like it felt very responsive. It's still, I don't know if it's because I'm used to newer games, but it felt kind of difficult for me to get the momentum down and stuff. But just very responsive, very crisp. I loved the gameplay. And there's just so much to do in these games. Monster trucks, dune buggies, ATVs, you freaking name it. Anything with motor and wheels, so they put into these games back in the day. And I just freaking loved it, man. I mean, we're gonna get to Legends eventually, but these were prime. MX vs ATV Unleashed. It was just the beginning of a great and beloved franchise, and the gameplay is just top tier. I give the gameplay an 8 out of 10. There's no story in these games, so no story score. Multiplayer co-op. I had my brother to play with and some friends sometimes. I'm sure everybody had their group of friends that played split screen on this game with. And it's just so much fun. I mean, you could just have your own little series with your brother or friends on split screen. You could do hill climbs, enduro races, waypoint races, supercross, motocross, and then just also mix in golf carts and dune buggies into those tracks. It's just there's unlimited amount of things to do that you can do to have fun. And it's really just hard to put into words, the feeling that we got back in the day as kids playing these games. We were in great times and we didn't even know it. Multiplayer co op gets a 7 out of 10. Replayability, I felt this one was slightly lacking, at least with the solo gameplay. Now, like I said, you can just go into whatever mode with your friends and play split screen and have fun. But when I think of replayability, I think of different things you could do, different things you can earn. And with this one, there was only really, you could just do a championship, supercross and motocross and whatever else, just championship. They made that system better in future installments, so I thought it was a little bit of lacking in this one as far as just the variety of things you can earn in the game, I guess. So replayability on this one for me gets a 6 out of 10. Now, with these older games, I'm going to do something different instead of monetary value since you really can't buy these games anymore unless you're paying a crazy collector price. So I'm going to do time value. So basically, if it's worth your effort to go try to get an emulator or try to get it and get control set up, or with this, I mean, this one's on Steam. Now, a lot of these older PS2 games won't be on Steam, but time value, if it's worth your time to go through the process of being able to play the game again. A lot of us don't just have PS2 sitting around at home anymore. So with this time value, I think it was definitely it's worth the time, especially if it's just on Steam, easily worth the time to pay the money to get on Steam. But even if it was on an emulator, it was worth the time to go through downloading whatever emulator you'd need to play this game again. It was an amazing time. Some old games with nostalgia, they just don't hold up and don't feel the same as when you were kids. This one felt great. The time is very worth it. So I give time value a 9 out of 10. And fun. I had an amazing time just playing this myself. I didn't play any split screen on this one because there's really unless you have somebody sitting next to you, play split screen with. There's not a really easy way to get that done, especially as grown-ups now. It's harder to just get your friends to sit down with you next on the couch and play split screen. For those of you that still can do that, I feel very envious of you. But the fun is, there's a lot of fun to be had with this game still, even as a grown man. Even with games getting crazy graphically how they are, definitely the fun is there with this. I had fun just running around monster trucks in the monster truck stadium doing freestyle. It was a great time. So I give fun a 7.5 out of 10. With all that being said, the rating comes out to a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you for sticking with me this long. We'll be on MX vs. ATV Untamed next, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.